Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, subscribe.
Good morning, what's good? WCS back on the boulevard once again, man. It's Saturday, one day closer to the holidays and people changing their lives for a whole New Year's resolution and all that good stuff. I just want y'all to be safe out there, man. The holidays are gonna get crazy. I'm telling you, it's already active right now. The less fortunate will feed off the fortunate. If you think you don't believe that something as petty as, certain people trying to seize an opportunity to take from somebody, by all means necessary, they will. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to, hopefully everybody's safe out there. The ones who are here working those final days before you get that holiday or take that leave or whatever the case may be. Some jobs, some occupations, it just don't have nothing to do with no leave taking. You work your way, you work your ass through the holidays. That's it. That's all it is. Shout out to the supporters on deck, everybody that's in the building. You already know. I know it's a little bit early on the weekend. People out here, trying to find a way on how they're going to pay them credit cards off next year. I know, shawty. I know it. I know it's getting a little crazy, right? Especially, what the male is gonna get the female gonna get the male. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just so much goes into play, shawty, for real during the holidays. God damn. Whew, man, you wouldn't believe how much you put into the ticket. Going to the mall, going shopping, doing all that other shit, eating, spending time with family, friends, and all this shit. And before you know it, you done racked up a bill. Them numbers, they roll up quick, don't they? They tally quick. But big shout out, man, to the WCS supporters. Let's talk about Ryan Garcia. At one point in time, I called him Ryan Lion Garcia, man. You know what I'm saying? I absolutely did. It's an article just came out, Boxing News 24, about Ryan Garcia. Let me give you a little bit of background. Ryan Garcia, 23 victories in the game, 0 defeats, 19 coming by way of knockout. He's a youngin', man, 24 years of age in his boxing. You know what I'm saying? He has some height on him, 5'10", 70-inch reach. And believe it or not, he has a KO ratio, a KO percentage of 82.61. Now listen, this man has only fought 85 rounds out of 23 professional fights. This is the dilemma that's going on right now. When I heard, Ryan Garcia's name and how he pulled out all those fights, right? I was questioning if he really wanted to be in the sport anymore. Was he full-blown committed to Hollywood? and the people names that he was pulling out, he was trying to call out and retracting. It made him look real bad, man. He didn't want to fight, enact his mandatory with Devin Haney. He pulled out of that. He ducked him. He turned around and freaking said he wanted Gervonta Davis. Pulled out of that, ducked him. Then he even called the old man out, Manny Pacquiao. Retracted, aborted mission. Then went to the beach and all this other stuff he had going on. As of recently, Javier Fortuna came in there looking like he just left a freaking Twinkie eating contest with some goddamn side order of dressing and giblet gravy. I know he wasn't in that. Well, I take that back. I knew Javier Fortuna was in a festive mood when he was in there about to face Ryan Garcia, because he was busy passing off snapbacks and shit. He was passing off snapbacks. They exchanging freaking gifts, extending the olive branch. You know what I'm saying? Warming up to each other. Oh, how you doing? Yeah. And then he go in there and goddamn take a dive and get the fuck up out of there and go cash his check. That was back in July 2022. Real talk. July of 2022, y'all. So now we heading into 23. We have these names coming up. Gervonta Davis facing Hector Garcia. Now, when it comes to Gervonta Davis, man, now we already know what it is with him, man. People really don't care who he's fighting. They just want to see him fighting because he has that value, that attraction, man, that prize fighting, appraisal going on right now, a pay-per-view fighter. So he can come in there and knock somebody clean the fuck out. It won't look as shabby as Ryan Garcia trying to bring in a freaking spaghetti-eating Javier Fortuna. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. But his last fight was July 2022. And he was allegedly going to step in the ring in the beginning of 23 to basically follow up with Gervonta having a fight in the DMV, and also he get a fight out the way so they can be sort of on the same track for when they finally make the fight official to potentially fight in May of 2023. All right? I get it. You want to be on track. You want to make sure everything lines up nice. You know what I'm saying? And you go in there and you're able to get those rounds in because, hey, truth be told, he only went into the 6th round with Javier. So he has 5+ rounds, right? He would have had 5+ rounds by the time he stepped in there with Gervonta Davis. Because now Ryan Garcia has said, due to the backlash, let me read the article. He said Ryan Garcia has changed his mind about fighting the 35-year-old journeyman, Mercito Gesta, in a tune-up fight to prepare for his April 15th fight against Gervonta Davis. All right? There was a huge backlash against Ryan over potentially fighting Gesta because his fighter's career began a downward slide a decade ago when he was schooled by Miguel Vasquez in 2012. Ryan Garcia wants to go straight into the fight with Tank without a tune-up. With that said, Tank 27 victories, 0 defeats, 25 coming by way of knockout, has his fight still scheduled against Hector Luis Garcia on January 7 on Showtime pay-per-view. And he's not going to pull out the fight. If Ryan isn't going to take a tune-up against Gesta, he could be the one that is ultimately hurt because he has been out of the ring for 9 months by the time he faced Tank Davis in April. It's unclear Ryan's chances of defeating Tank will improve to any great extent if he takes a tune-up against the Southpaw Gesta. The perception in the boxing world is Ryan is going to get wiped out by the 28-year-old Gervonta regardless of the situation. Let me repeat that, regardless of the situation. Let me repeat that, regardless of the situation. Let me repeat that, regardless of the situation. Perception the boxing world has is Ryan is going to get wiped out anyway. I concur. Never was a contract. Never was a contract. I just talked about. Said Ryan Garcia on Twitter about Mercito Gesta. I was deciding if I needed to fight before. Now, This is how important I try to tell people about how boxing is the hocus pocus. The hocus pocus of boxing. Boxing is the hocus pocus. It's the magic show of all sports. Look what I always put out there about people puppetizing the fan base out here. What did you just hear? Never was a contract. I just talked about. He put it out there to see how people would react to it. And they was like, what? See, it gets a bit difficult when you're trying to say you're an elite fighter, a top ranked fighter, right? You're at the higher echelon, but yet you're calling in fighters like Jester, who people say, nah, that's too easy of an opponent for you to shine on. Prior to going in there with Gervonta Davis, you need something that's a little bit more quality. A little bit more quality, something. People wasn't buying it. If you're gonna put your face up there and you're gonna put the followers up there and say that you're a bigger star than this, well, understand this: you can't reach back down into the Salvation Army of opponents and say, this is who I'm gonna fight before I step in there for the grand finale, the showcase, 12 rounds with El Chin Checker himself, Be More Zone, on pay-per-view after coming off there fighting Jester. Nah, it's not going to happen like that. Ryan went on Twitter to say, F the tune-up, bring on Tank, sparking him out in 2. Now, once again, people, I'm just trying to explain to you how, there's a lot of shit that's in the air today. We're just fresh off this COVID stuff. And the mask wearing, where people, man, I can't imagine how many people have shit on their criminal record for not wearing a mask properly at that time, because you had all the Karens that was coming out and trying to believe they want to enforce the mask and all that shit. But look, keep it on topic, right? It's a lot of shit that's in the air, during the mask era. You know what I'm saying? And all these damn particles and shit that you can't see with the naked eye. I'm just wondering what shit that Ryan Garcia has inhaled, you know what I'm saying, in the last 92 hours. What has he been inhaling on? And I need some freaking packaging. I need from somebody to take this shit to the CDC and figure it out. He's saying that he's going to spark Rolly Romero. Look, he's going to spark Rolly Romero. He's going to even spark Rolly Romero's 1 round decoration. 1 round. Rolly Romero said 1-0. He's going to spark that out the water. He said, I'm coming in here. I'm sparking Tank in 2, man. I'm doing what nobody else could do. Look, y'all, this is why I say the hocus pocus. I'm doing what I couldn't even do with Javier Fortuna. Javier went into the 6th round. But yet Tank, which is a more viable, more elite, gifted, prize fighter than Javier Fortuna. And Ryan Garcia saying, it don't matter, we went into the 6th round. I was moving around with him. I was giving the crowd some entertainment, man. I just didn't want to go in there and spark him out early. I'm going to knock Tank out in 2 rounds. Guarantee it. Put your house on it. I mean, I hope you got a trailer home, because it's not going to cost them much when, you try to buy it back from whoever you lost it to, okay? Just want to make that clear. Now, if you got a house that's on a solid foundation, subdivision, yeah, shit like that, don't bet that motherfucker, because you're going to be SOL. You're going to hate life, and you're going to be on that same beach where I was, depressed and shit, talking about mental health. Okay, all right, good. I just want to make that clear, people. When they say bet the house on it now if you got a single or double wide, you good. You got a mobile, you got a little mobile compact trailer that you just travel the world in, you good, because you can pick another one of those up. You can do some shit like report it stolen, or You know what I'm saying? Your tire went flat. You went in there and tried to walk to the next gas station to get another tire. Came back, your shit was gone. Okay, but you can't goddamn say that about a house now. If you bet your house on Ryan Garcia knocking out Javante Davis, and you got a nice one, you got a pretty decent one, everything in there works, your shit's good to go. You even got the garage. You know what I'm saying? It feels nice and cozy like a home. And you bet the house on it and you lose. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a dark day for you, cold, because you were stupid enough to believe this. I'm telling anybody and everybody that reads Ryan Garcia text, don't you ever, if him and Rolly make that first or second round prediction, don't you ever take it amongst yourself to say, yep, I believe these fellas right here. I believe them, man. Real talk, I believe him. Rolly, man, I believe Rolly because he went into the 6th round, dog. He showed heart. I believe Ryan Garcia, man, come on. 9 million plus followers. Man, that's an honest guy, man. How can he go wrong? 24 years old with that many followers. Man, he's almost a god already, man. Just imagine what he's going to be when he's 27. Don't do it, y'all. Don't motherfucking do it. Shout out to the ones on deck. Pop on deck. What's good with it? Pop. Showtime on deck. Salute. You can say anything on Twitter. He said he's going to down tank in 2 rounds. Yeah, man. He put that out there. Now I'm just trying to find out what holiday strand that he's on, because that's some potent shit. For real. What's going on, King Mitch with it? Come back. What up? What up with it, Mitch? Hyphy on deck, man. Big ups to you. Queen Rap herself, Grande Sombrero, the biggest, man. He's Ron Line. Mr. Capion. Tank will hurt Oscar. Junior. You know, I look at Oscar as a way better fighter than Ryan Garcia was. Like Oscar, he might have that little falsetto type voice, but Oscar was a dog, man. I got mad respect for Oscar, man. I was so close to getting my first interview with him. He was fucked up. God damn, I'm wrong. I wanted my interview with Oscar too, man. Oscar came down here to the ATL and he already knew where the spot was. So when he got to the motherfucking hotel, shit, Oscar was already on 3-4 planets already. I couldn't goddamn travel with him when he was up there like that. His flight time was different than mine. I was there on the grounds trying to work. Oscar up there said, no, I'm going to Mars next. I feel it in my soul. I feel good. Yes, I feel so good. Oscar, I just want to talk to you. I'm not talking boxing. I'm talking nothing about. I'm just psychedelics, the inner spirits, my soul, and all those stars up there in the galaxy. That's where I want to be. That's where I'm at right now. You're messing up my high. Let me go. That's what Oscar was on. He wasn't on no boxing shit. Oscar was on some whole nother Milky Way type shit. For real. He was in a whole nother universe, man. Ryan pulls out of another fight. Mercito is well past his prime, but he would have been the 3rd best opponent Ryan's faced. Hey, man. Hey, Hyphen. The man pull-out game, boy. Ryan Garcia's pull-out game when it comes to his opponents, boy, he don't give a fuck. Ryan, man, this dude will pull out from a fight quick. Ryan doesn't even be getting dudes out of there like that in 2 rounds. True words, man. That's what I'm saying. Don't y'all bet anything, y'all. Rolly still have people right to this day on the streets, homeless, man. They go by where they used to be, where they used to live, and they peek in through the windows and shit. And the people that's in that house, right? And they be sitting there just chilling all nice and warm, looking at them look through the window. You know what I'm saying? They just be staring at them back. Hey, I feel sorry, but you made the bet. You know? Thanks for giving us a furnished home. We love it. All because of Rolly said, bet your house on it. Them motherfuckers out in the street, dog. Come on, Pop. This chump doesn't deserve to be called Golden Girl Jr. Nah, he ain't no Oscar now. Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, some more. Salute to OG, man. Good morning to you. Lost Art of Boxing. Q on deck, man. What's good with it, Q? What y'all got going on for the holidays, man? He got high and jumped on Twitter. Hey, you ain't lying, right? You ain't lying. There's something going on. And I'm about to get to the other half. This monster that they call Tank. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm about to get to the other one. Who would rather interview drunk Oscar or drunk? Listen, I never been an opportunity to get that close to Oscar when he's in the proximity anyway. I had the perfect time. When I was in the hotel, and he came in with a couple of guys, but he was on another planet. He was on another planet, man. Drunk Oscar already interviewed Drunk Smith before. He said, "Drunk Oscar, I already interviewed Drunk Smith before." Hey man, you trying to you get your quota filled, huh? You trying to fill the quota. I feel you. You trying to fill the quota and say you covered all bases, okay? All bases. You can't look at my catalog and say I haven't interviewed this guy what he got going on in his life, and I haven't interviewed and I have interviewed that one over there. I keep it all neutral. He was intoxicated, he was inebriated, and he was just fucked up. So let's get to Gervonta Davis, right? 27 victories, 25 knockouts, like I said. His last fight was May of 2022 when he fought Rolly Romero. So, he's sitting pretty well heading into this fight in January. He's going to go over there, get some rounds in a little bit because he went into the 6th round with Rolly. All right? But see, his Gervonta Davis, his minimum rounds, in my opinion, is different than Ryan Garcia minimum rounds heading in there to fight Gervonta Davis. Because I would have liked Ryan Garcia just to, go to the training camp and step in the ring with somebody that's going to give him more than I would say 3 or 4 rounds, get him close to 6 as possible. Because the reason why I say that is because you're basically you're venturing onto a whole entire different scope of severity when it comes to your career. When I look at Garcia going in here against Tank, it takes me back to San Antonio when Tank was in there with Leo Santa Cruz. It does, man. It does. It's just been playing out over and over again. Like when I was there that night looking, I knew something was going to happen. I just didn't know when. I knew something dramatic was about to take place, and then he hit him with the left uppercut. I just see Ryan Garcia going out much worse than Leo Santa Cruz. I see him going out very, very bad. I'm just telling you what my visual is with Ryan Garcia. Now, a lot of people saying, well, Ryan's letting his nuts hang and shit. He's growing some balls, some cojones. And he's saying, you know what? Fuck Mercito. I'm going in there with no tune-up. That shit sound good. But understand, this is your opportunity right here. Don't let it blow. This is your opportunity. You've been calling and you ducked the dude. You pulled out the fight. You wouldn't sign the contract. You wouldn't do a lot of shit, Ryan. Now you've been stalking this dude, showing up at the club where he at. Goddamn, getting in the car and shit. Damn near like you've been crying for a week straight. To my how, you thought it was respect and all this. Listen, bro. This is your one opportunity. This is your one opportunity, Ryan. With 23 victories in the game, you get Gervonta Davis. It's as close as you want it to be. You cannot go in here and get shut down in shorter fashion than Rolando Romero. You know where I'm going with this, Ryan. Because at one point in time, you all was back and forth, back and forth. Rolando Romero was stalking you, bro. He wanted to get in the ring, and you would never get that man an opportunity. You would never get that man an opportunity. And all of a sudden, in between time, y'all mend these broken wings and develop a bond, and y'all squash and bury the hatchet. You show up to the fight where he's going in there and fight a fighter that you couldn't even get before him. You supposed to be the dang golden child. You supposed to be the one with all the followers, but Rolando Romero gets the first shot. He goes in there and steps out in 6th round. You better damn well go past 6 rounds, buddy, because I can already see where this is going. You up there supposedly losing 20 grand betting on Rolando Romero to beat Gervonta. Now hold up now. This is the same dude who went up in the club thinking just because he like I told y'all before, this dude was trying to dress a certain way to appease to a certain audience. Ryan Garcia selects to now do the exact same thing that Rolando was doing to him. He started to do this with Gervonta Davis. Now, the door has opened. He has to go in there and get past 6 rounds. You hear me, Ryan? You have no other choice except to get into the 6 rounds with Tank. It's no options for you. It's only ultimatums. You have to get past the 6th round with Tank. You can't go in there and get knocked the fuck out below 6 rounds, because a lot of boxing fans are looking at it like Rolando Romero is you're a better fighter than Rolando Romero. You're more skilled. You're much of a quality all around technically sound fighter than Rolando Romero, who is a brawler. You know what I'm saying? Brawler, puncher, bully. But yet he was able to go into the 6 rounds. He earned some respect from Gervonta in the early rounds a bit. But see, the people is looking at all the damn charade that you was putting on, all the acting, all the pulling out of the fight. And they just trying to find out if you don't have that drip of bitch assness in you. That's what they trying to find out. They just trying to find out. It's not the fact that you don't have power or you can't go in there and box. It just seems like some of your finishes, a lot of your opponents, it just didn't seem all the way organic. It didn't play out naturally. Like Javier Fortuna didn't play out naturally. Closing down Luke Campbell with a left hook to the body didn't play out naturally, especially the way you got off the canvas. So one thing about the chin, Ryan, I know it's been people that's been knocked out and then come back and they go the distance. I understand that. But the way you was knocked out versus Luke Campbell and you rolled over on your right shoulder, damn near got messed up your hair. That was Luke Campbell, buddy. That was Luke Campbell. Don't stink the place up, Ryan. You out here on Twitter talking about fuck a tune-up. Okay, bro. Don't stink the place up. If you're going to go in there with no tune-up, right, and you're on the phone with your BFF, Rolando Romero, and y'all trying to talk strategy, remember, Romero said bet your house on it. All right? Deep down inside, Romero still wants that work with you, and he feels that, hey, I'm tougher than you any day of the week. You're going to have to then prove to the people that you're not just a damn social media celebrity, that you really got that dog, that grit, that you can step up from adversity and still get it in. I always say this, Ryan, with all the capping that you did and all the fronting and shit that you did. If I was to put you and Rolando Romero in that Gervonta Davis knockout, okay, when he knocked out Rolando Romero in the 6th round, if I was to put you in that same situation and he catch you with the left hand, I see the same scenario happen. Rolando gets up. You don't. Rolly gets up. You don't. The only time you get up is when you come out your coma in the hospital. I put you and Rolly in that same sequence, and I push play. I don't see you getting off the canvas. I see you been in the same state of Leo Santa Cruz when he received that left uppercut. Lights out, over, flat line, faint post. I don't see you getting up out of that. So now the curiosity comes into play when you step in there with Gervonta. How are you going to approach the early rounds? It's been proven over and over again. The visuals there, the footage. You don't like boxing off the back foot. You haven't proven that you are a slick fighter on the inside, that you even have any type of motherfucking ability on the inside. You just want people to know when you have a bit of a window in between you and your op, that you want to let your hands go a little bit with your chin in the air, and then you try to sticking with the damn hook to the body. Okay, let's see, can Gervonta take your hook? Let's see if your hook is certified. Let's see if it has papers. I want to see if that hook has papers. That's all I'm saying. Is it certified? Yeah, I was at that fight, man. I was damn near. I was right there when they was walking out. I got footage of Rougarou walking out. You know what I'm saying? Mario Barrios, Ryan Call, Gervonta. You know what I'm saying? All them motherfuckers. Pitbull Cruz. How fast he was talking, walking through that hotel, the watered down answers he was giving. Oh, y'all talking about that guy. Shouts to Joe Goosen, but he's drinking juice from an overrun flask of Warren Hype from Queen Cap. You know, sometimes, man, when that shit is overflowing, man, I mean, it must be good, because they want to make sure they pour it all the way to the brim. You know what I'm saying? So the shit, you know, a little bit of drip out. You're like, oh, let me get that right damn good. You know what I'm saying? It had to be some damn good liquid in that motherfucker. If he drinking the confidence level of Ryan Garcia, man, heading into this potential fight. I don't know if it's gonna be in April though. I was hearing more so May, but let's see what it is though. You know, because we got to see how this Hector Garcia fight play out. You know what I'm saying? See if they have to prolong it anymore. You know, Tank has any cuts, headbutts, because Garcia has a big ass motherfucking bolo tip on his head, man, like a ball peen hammer. You know, that dude's head cannot be missed, dog. Seriously, his head cannot be missed. And you know, goddamn, Gervonta Davis is definitely going to be playing paddle ball with that motherfucker. Serious. He's going to be punching the shit out of that. It's going to look like one big hematoma once it's over with. I don't know. Or Garcia might come in there and he might take the shine away from Ryan. I don't know. But I know Team Davis is taking this fight serious. You know, Gervonta is training, man. He talking his shit. This motherfucker training, shit, he's locked in, bro. Seriously. He's locked in. I ain't gonna lie. He's looking like he's ready. He's ready. He's ready. Yeah, like that. If Tank hits Queen Cap like Campbell Soup did, he ain't getting a 10 count. Ref called the doctors immediately. Yo, doc. Goddamn, why he goddamn waving in the, while he's directing traffic and waving in the EMT. When them arms start to go back and forth, that's a sign for the EMT. EMT up. EMT up. EMT up. Man down. Man down. EMT up. EMT running down the motherfucker. Got the stretcher. Trying to goddamn put them lights in your eyes. You okay? You okay? You have all those voices. You okay? Ryan, you okay? And then, you know, it's people on the side of the apron crying and shit. No! I told you not to take this fight. Leo over there, I told you. Hey, I warned you about that power. It comes out of nowhere. Ryan, I told you. I've been there. Now, no, I cannot go. Listen, you gonna disrespect me while I'm talking on the live? I don't remember what happened in the knockout, okay? Don't interrupt me anymore. Like I told you, Ryan, that power comes out of nowhere, man. You didn't believe me, SA, but you know now. Look at you. Sleep nice, my friend. Sleep nice. You over there goddamn just explaining some shit. Like I've been in that pocket of darkness. I've been in the maw of darkness at the hands of Gervonta Davis. God damn it, that shit was lonely. It was motherfucking lonely, god damn it. That type of numbness I never want to experience. That's what he said. I don't want to experience that numbness again. You know how Timothy Bradley said he had slurred speech months after fighting Provodnikov? Man, when people get knocked out by Tank, man, you can't tell me, man, they out to eat for lunch and they still have numbness in their jaw. They still have numbness. They just be picking at their jaw just like they left the dental office. Oh, shit, that motherfucker's still numb than a motherfucker. And then they try to see how numb it is. They pick up a fork and start poking that motherfucker more aggressive than usual. Oh, shit, I can't feel the motherfucking thing. Hey, get so-and-so over there. Does insurance cover this? I mean, what if this... Hey, listen, don't worry about that shit. If they is numb, that means your next fight, you're not going to feel punches on that side. I'm telling you, man, I can't make this shit up, bro. People up here wondering about the wrong thing, man. Ryan Garcia, you have a tall task ahead of you, big dog. You should have never put that 2 rounds out there, man. I know it sounds fun. I know you think that you may be the one, bro. But I never would have put that out there, King Ray. King Ray. I never would have put that out there. You want to put a 2-round prediction out there with a fighter who hasn't faced that type of closed out results in his career. I don't see it. Bro. Let me go up here to some of these comments. But man, y'all, if you all are anywhere close on Twitter with Ryan Garcia, just drop him a comment, on that 2-round, because I know what he's doing. He want to put out some controversy just like Rolly. They can't be original. Rolly did the shit and people was talking about it all the way up to the fight, right? So consider this to be in the same format, okay? I'm just laying it out there for you, the same format. He wants to draw in some controversy, and with the controversy, he wants that attention to come with it. And he put 2 rounds out there, and so people can talk about it. So if you're there and you see the tweet on Twitter in the universe, just make it seem like, hey, I wish you the best out there. I'm a bet the house on it that you do it. Just fuck with it. I'm gonna bet the house, Ron. I believe you. I'm gonna bet the house that you can get Gervonta Davis up out of there in 2 rounds, and that's where we at with it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Just show him a little bit of love, because he's obviously delusional and deranged, distraught. He's not fully confident. A guy who is emotional as Ryan Garcia behind the wheel from being snatched up in the club by Gervonta. And now you're supposed to get in the ring for the get back, it's areas of just raw, grimy, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about just those dark areas, those demented type moments that you go to. Javante can go there for sure. Those savage, you know what I'm saying, moments where you can just turn it on, turn it off. Javante can go there. I don't think Ryan Garcia in his glorious golden spoon life, I don't think he's been there. That's why he was shedding tears when he was leaving the club. I don't think he can go there, bro. I think he's gonna hold a lot. I think really Ryan Garcia is gonna attempt to hold a lot in the early rounds of that fight to frustrate Javante. And he's gonna try to catch him out the clinch some of those times with the left hook or with his hand speed. Seriously, he's going to try his best, but Javante is a defensively sounded technician. Make no mistake about it. He's not all gas. You know what I'm saying? And he don't know when to slow down. Yeah, he'll put the brakes on now. He has defense. He's very, very talented. His IQ is just like I said. It's levels above freaking Rolly Romero's, and it's levels above Ryan Garcia. And that shit's going to play out come fight night. I guarantee it. Javante's IQ is way above these dudes. Way above these dudes, man. A professor to a freaking grade student. That's where he at, man. That's how high Javante's boxing IQ is with Ryan Garcia. Now, there's a lot of people that's coming to the aid of Garcia. Like, he has a lot of fans that's out there saying that I believe he can do it. And then I sit back and I say, yeah, I know you do. Because it was even people that saying Rolly Romero can do it. Rolly Romero can knock out Javante. Here's how. How did that work out for you? Rolly Romero can knock out Javante Davis. And here's why. Come on, man. You knew damn well he wasn't gonna knock out no Javante Davis. Now you get Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia can upset Tank Davis. Here's how. Come on, explain that shit, man. Make us believe what you're saying has any, I'm talking about any ability, any life form to come to fruition. Just any motherfucking life form to come to fruition. Is Ryan Garcia, is he the one potentially that can make this materialize into something special, historic, to go into the boxing annals? Is he the one? Is Ryan Garcia Neo? Is he? Is Ryan Garcia Neo? Is he? Is he the one that has been waiting around that looks a little bit less aggressive or lacking a little strength just based off the aesthetics than we look at? Is he the one? Is Ryan Garcia Neo? Can he go in there and be the one? I don't know, boy. No part of me saying I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to go ask the Oracle. I'm telling you right here, right now, before you even walk inside the building. No phone calls have to be made. I don't see Ryan Garcia coming out of this. Oh, my God. Oh, man. I don't see this dude making it up out of here, bro. Look, the only way, nah, I can't even lie. I can't see it in that way. I was about to say, the only way potentially may happen is what we just seen with Teofimo and Sandor Martin. You know what I'm saying? If he's just skipping around around, trying to put away rounds and then try to come in on the back end, to pull off a Lomachenko shit. That survival is a bitch now. That survival requires a lot of stress now. You have to make sure your cardio is good to go. You have to be able to withstand that pressure from a predator, an apex predator like motherfucking Tank Davis now. That takes energy too. You might say, okay, let me avoid much punishment as possible. Then I'm going to turn it in on the end of the 6th round, head into the 7th. Okay, I get it. But you have to understand that retreat requires stamina also. Retreat brings on fatigue also. You have to factor those two into an equation. They're very, very extremely important. He said Queen Cap doesn't compare to Chico Corrales at all. But if Tank is on the job, this fight should look like Floyd versus Chico, only if Ryan can get up a few times. Oh, man, that's a good analogy. I like that. I mean, it's still far-fetched, even in the Floyd comparison, you know, because we already know Chico's a whole different fighter than Ryan is heading into this fight with Tank now. I mean, shout out to Chico, man. Rest in peace, dog. Man, Chico, I like Chico, man. Dude showed mad heart, man. Kept getting up. Showed mad heart. Mad heart, man. God damn it, them motorcycles. But that's a solid point, though, man. Bradley said he had to relearn his ABCs. Man, he took a lot of punishment. I was feeling real bad for Bradley in that fight. But, you know, Bradley chose to want to go to war like that. And you know, he sat down on his shit, bit down on his mouthpiece, man. Goddamn. Locked in. You know what I'm saying? Laced his boots up. He was there for a war, man. And, yeah, both of them guys took a lot of punishment, dog. And I don't know how Provodnikov is going to be okay once he get out the ring, dog. Like, I don't see it, man. That dude took a lot of fucking punishment, man. Not just in the Bradley fight either. I don't see how he's going to do it, man. I don't see how he's going to do it. Yeah, Chico was a dog, man, for real. But, fellas, I just want to keep this short and quick on King Ray, man. Definitely, I will be back later on today. Man, the weekend is here. It's on. It's jumping. Once again, you know, shout out to the supporters of the channel as always that rock out and tune into the content. Those of you that haven't subscribed, I invite you to subscribe during the holiday spirit. You know what I'm saying? When you're hearing all these Christmas carols playing outside and shit. Some of you that's on here that be talking all that shit, I know you dressed up in your Santa costume and you out there with the carolers, you know, the serenaders and shit, singing all these Christmas carols. I know. You wearing a mask, and when they said, hey, make sure you wear a mask, you said, good, ain't nobody gonna recognize me. On this Christmas day, we are chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Rudolph kicking through the snow. They out there goddamn singing Christmas carols outside your window, dog. Them the same people that be out here goddamn, man, I'm motherfucking hard, I just can't wait, man. Got it out the mud on Christmas. I ain't never get a present till I was motherfucking 16, nigga. And that's the shit I stole out the mall. Man, goddamn. Well, we'll be back a little bit later, man. Until then, man, y'all hold it down. Turn up and tune in. The World Combat Sports. I'm out, man.